Okay, let's do this.
And
And if you put symbols, please also put the time horizon, like day trading, swing trading, longer term, shorter term. That would be helpful. All right. Okay, let's have a look.
and you see the chat in there, right?
Yeah, I do see
Okay.
it. Okay,
Yep.
so let me just put this one here so I can see it a bit clearer. Okay, so let's start with some stocks here, MPWR. So what I'm gonna do here, and just type this in properly, WR. Yeah, so I'm going to use for these stock values because I think they're typically for longer term trading, swing trading. So I'm going to use our liquidity view dashboard, which comes with this awesome scanner here, but also comes with some built-in indicators which show me at a glance what's going on. So MPWR, it's monolithic power systems, a stock in the technology sector. If I'm not sure what it is, I can put up a little description here. I'm not going to read through it. But what's perhaps most important is I can see right off the bat, hey, this stock has been an uptrend for 491 trading days. That's shown here in this column. And once we click on it, you probably can see the same thing. Yeah, even though it doesn't seem like an uptrend here, but if we zoom out, you can definitely see, hey, this stock, once this loads, yeah, is in an uptrend, but experienced quite a correction as of late. So I believe he made all-time highs here around 1,000 after this parabolic move upwards. I'm going to explain what you see on the chart in a second. But once that correction, once this big up move faded, we saw a major correction. And what was super interesting here are two things. First off, look where things bounced off from this green line. I'm going to explain this in a second. This was a resistance line at the time. Price couldn't break it and bounced off sharply from it. But perhaps more importantly, what's also super interesting, look where it bounced to another green line, which was back in the day, I don't know when, maybe a couple of years back, a resistance line. It was broken. And guys, what happens when resistance is broken? Resistance becomes support. And look how beautifully this worked out here. So this is uh, definitely a stock which respects the technicals very nicely. So we had a nice bounce from resistance all the way down to support, and then a bounce here. So now we are kind of in the middle, in between this resistance line up here and support down here. So what would be my call on this particular symbol? Well, I mean, I can see this symbol is bullish. It's been bullish for 491 trading days. That's almost 2 years. This can be an interesting idea to potentially bet on the fact, and when I say bet, of course, in trading terms, trade or engage into a long setup or a long trade where you may anticipate, hey, we're gonna make an attempt to at least close this gap here, or perhaps even this gap up here. So yeah, this would be a bullish outlook for me on this particular stock. Ideally, I'd like to see another pullback back to any of these support levels, which will give you a better entry price. But if you want to take an aggressive position, there's nothing wrong with considering a long entry on that one.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah,
So our next symbol would be COP. Could you tell me what that one?
COP.
It's for longer term trade. ConocoPhillips, COP.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So I'm also gonna type it in here. It's you can see it here, ConocoPhillips, and I can see once again where it plays in. It plays in the energy sector. Can again once again pull up the description if I want to. So LNG is one of the things that COP produces. I can see here are my earnings coming up only in April, so that's far away. That's always something important to consider. A nice dividend really actually of 307. So if you're a dividend investor, you can also get some information out of this. Of course, the DivX data was in the past. The new one has not been announced yet. But what's also interesting here is that this stock is currently in what's called a long bounce setup. I'm just going to open it real quick here. So what's a long bounce setup? You can see it in the scanner here. It's a setup where price trades right at a support level, which you can see here. But so support means, we may see a bounce to the upside. Price is at support, and support acting as support, we may see a bounce. But in this particular case, I would not bet on this fact because we also see this reading here. This column says, hey, we are in a downtrend for 81 trading days. That's half a year, give or take. And you can see here that, yeah, this stock has been falling. And to me, if a stock is falling, I would not bet on the fact that, hey, this support level is going to hold, we're going to bounce up. So here my outlook would be rather bearish. We've seen this here, the support level was broken previously. So more of a bearish outlook on ConocoPhillips.
Thanks, Daniel. And the next one is TTE.
TTE. Okay. This one here. Total energies. Okay. So this one also in a downtrend. Oops, where did it go? There we go. In a downtrend, you can see it here in the scanner. 51 trading days. Well, this downtrend started 51 trading days. You can see this bear label here. But this is an interesting one. I'll tell you what. Look at what happened here. So we are on a downtrend. Clearly, things have been going down, but this downtrend has corrected itself. So down, 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 corrected itself. And where did we go to? Towards this broken support level. And in this case, it's the opposite. Support becomes resistance when broken. So this is going to act as resistance. And if you are into short trading, I mean, selling the stock basically, in a short trade, this could be a great opportunity because we are near support. Your reward to risk ratio will be very beneficial because you put your stop loss just a bit above this broken support level, maybe at around 63, 50 or 60, and bet on the fact, hey, we're going to see a continuation of this short term, of this downtrend. And this is also amplified by this indicator down here. We call this the trend radar indicator. You can see this last row here, which is our long-term trend. It's all red. So we are bearish, but the medium and short-term trends, they're greenish. And we call this a level 4 pullback. You can see this in the scanner here too. Yeah, interesting one. Definitely for a short entry. This would be my call here. Even at current levels, this could be an interesting short.
Awesome. And Daniel, are you going to look at just actually on TradingView charts if someone has a short-term intraday request?
We'll do that too, yeah. So
Sure.
I just assumed this for longer term, but I'll do day trading too.
Perfect. So one setup, it's not day trading, but I think it's newly added to the NYSE. So it's going to be on TradingView itself, is
Okay.
BBAI.
Okay, BBAI, let's have a look. Actually, sorry, I'm going to open it up here, which is my longer term trading view. BBAI. Okay, Big Bear Inc. All right. Okay, what do we see here? So this stock here has gone parabolic quite a bit. So we can see this here. This actually was a resistance level. You see this little green line here? This was a resistance level. It was broken. So we're now trading above resistance. Went up initially in quite a parabolic move. To me, if I was in this trade, I would protect it now because a pullback may be in the books. Would I enter into this trade fresh? Probably not. And the main reason is we are so overextended. Look how far we are away from our means or averages here. So here I'd wait for a pullback. If we see a pullback back to this broken resistance level, which would now act as support, maybe down to the, 6 area, price area of 6 or 550, that could be an interesting long entry. But right now, if I'm not in this trade, I probably would stay on the sidelines.
Awesome. And one from Sam here,
Yeah.
SMCI. So a symbol we look at quite a
Yes,
lot.
of course, yeah. Let me just go take up here, SMCI. Super microcomputers. They just had earnings. You can see it here. I think on Monday. Yeah. So, yeah, what do we see here? Bearish, bearish, bearish. Look at this number here. Bearish for 100 days. But we do have a level 4 pullback, very similar. And to me, even though many people are bullish on super microcomputer, from a technical point of view, I mean, it's very bearish. Look, we have this bearish reading here. Price has been going down since then. We bounced off support a bit. Now we're nearing this resistance level here, but once again, broken resistance will act. Oh, sorry. No, resistance will act as resistance, and it's not unlikely, especially since we're so bearish, that we will bounce off this level once again towards the short side. So here, my bias would be definitely to the short side. Also, if you look at trend radar down here, it's pretty much the same as on the previous symbol. The long-term trend is bearish. The shorter ones are, you see this green patch here, are bullish. That is a pullback, a healthy pullback within an uptrend, a correction within an uptrend. If you're a trend trader, this could be an interesting opportunity to enter into this short trend here, to go short super microcomputer.
Perfect. Okay. And then from Michael, HWKN.
HWKN. All right. Hawkins. So this is a great one, Michael. Awesome. I get excited when I see stock like this just by looking at this number. You see this number here? Up arrow, 1,170. Meaning this stock has been bullish forever. This is like, I don't know, this is our trading days. 4, 5, 6 years maybe bullish. So a very bullish stock. And if I open it up here, even though it doesn't look super bullish now, but if I scroll back, it is bullish. It's been going up for a long, long time. And in this case, and this is why I get excited, we actually saw a bit of a correction. And with such a stock, with such a bullish history, this is always a great idea to consider a long entry after a correction, because chances are, you've heard it, the trend is your friend. This stock is going to resume its bullish trend. Ideally, and we could have scanned for this with our dashboard here, we would have ended around here when the stock was, in addition to all this, also near the support level. You see this one here? We can scan for this. That would have been the ideal entry point for a long trade. I still think it's a very interesting long. If we see perhaps a bit of a pullback towards this level here, 105, man, this looks like a really interesting long. Also, stock which, for example, pays dividends, and not the greatest yield, but that's an extra bonus if you consider a long trade for this particular stock. But yeah, great find, Michael.
Awesome. Okay, and then again from Michael, FFIV.
FFIV, yes, F5 Networks. Also, oh, by the way, guys, if you just heard the option professor before, Jim Kenny, it's a good friend of ours. Yeah, I highly recommend his options service. And I'm saying this because FFIV is a stock which is frequently featured in his options short-term service. Okay, what do we have here? Bullish for 291 days. And look at this one here. We are in a long break state, meaning 9 days ago, 9 trading days ago, we broke above resistance. This is what this label shows us here. You can see this here. If you count the bars, from the last bar to 9 bars down, this is the bar where we broke above resistance. That's exactly what's shown here. So very extended, very bullish. Would I enter now? No, too far away from our averages. It's too expensive. But if we pull back, and should we pull back towards this broken resistance level, perhaps towards, once again, 280, 275, maybe, or even further, this could be a great long entry opportunity. Right now, too overextended, too far away from the averages. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and then if you can take some more symbols, Daniel, this one's going to be over on TradingView itself.
Yeah.
And I think it's long-term. It's TEM, another AI company.
TEM, Tempest AI. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, look at this. Now, if you guys believe in levels, and we at Trading Indicators, we very much do that. Look at how much price reacted when it approached this resistance level on top. It wigged into it, couldn't break it. We even had a liquidity capture event, which is a specialized event where signs are even more emphasized that, hey, we may see a bounce back this level. We call this the bounce trade because we're bouncing off a level. Yeah, a beautiful bounce off. But okay, but overall, what do we see here? It's a bit of a range bound stock. Yeah, look how we bouncing between support and resistance up here. You can see these fine lines. Yeah, now we're at the upper end again. It's a risky trade. So my intuition would tell me, hey, we're gonna see another bounce down at this. These sideways moves, if you're range bound like this, these tend to last for quite some time. So we are definitely in some kind of range bound state here between this level and this level. Oops, this level down here. Sorry for that. So it is range bound. We are at the upper end, and if you're a range bound trader, this would be the sign now, or the time now here to go short, in the anticipation that, hey, this pattern of up and down will repeat itself. History will repeat itself, and we see another down move.
That's quite a wild symbol, Daniel. It's almost doubled.
It is
almost tripled
wide.
in just this year.
Yeah, but these wide trends are not uncommon, even if they're on a wide range. And one example, sorry for a quick detour, if you go to USO, United States Oil Fund, it's very much the same picture, where oil has been, and this just makes my point. Look at these lines here. This is resistance on top. It's going to make this a bit bigger. Yeah, here. And we have support down here. Look for how many weeks and months, this is more than 2 years, we have been completely range bound in oil. And look how wide this range is. Not as extreme as in the previous one, but still it's wide, 83 till 63 in oil. That's a big range, and price just continues to alternate and oscillate between these levels.
Thanks, Daniel. Okay, so the next one is from Bill Bates, EWCZ for a short trade.
Oh, for a short-term trade or a short trade?
Short trade, I think, for a short.
EW, can you?
Yeah, EWCZ.
Oh, CZ, there we go. Oh, we don't have it in here. Okay, I'm going to look this up on TradingView. EWCZ. European Wax Center. Okay. Let's see what that does. Yeah, of course, short is a good point. Look at that. Just look at the color of this chart. This is our MA rush indicator. You can see it here. Look at this bearish sign here. So this bearish was printed in, this bearish flag here was printed in real time back in December 2023. You can see it here. And what a beautiful follow through we had since then. So let me now put our other indicator on, which is our support and resistance zone indicator. And we can see here, yeah, we are definitely in a downtrend. We bounced off support here. So this was a nice bounce, even though it was very bearish, off the support level. Price reacted to this level very strongly. And now we're kind of in the middle between support and resistance. I mean, if I was to go short, I would wait, ideally, if price, to see if price comes up all the way to this resistance level for a nice bounce off this resistance level around 890, 880. It would give you a great reward to risk ratio. Why? Because you'll put your stop loss just above here in the anticipation that, hey, that this downtrend will continue from this level. So right now we're kind of in the middle. If it comes further up, it would be even a better short opportunity for this one.
Awesome. And the next one is from Teresa, Arista Networks, I think, ANET.
Yes, of course. ANET. There we go. Arista Networks. Yeah, great one. Look what we see here. That's the symbol here, Arista Network in the technology sector. We have earnings coming up. That's interesting. So in a couple of days, we can see it here. Earnings are coming up. A stock which has not paid any dividends yet, interestingly. We are in a long break state, meaning we are trading above resistance, and we've been bullish forever. 1,067 trading days bullish as per this column. And we can see it here. Yeah, this stock is definitely bullish. We are quite far away above our averages. Not as far as we were in the past, but still quite far away. But to me, interesting one. Why? Look at this gap here. We had this big gap. I believe this is, I don't know what happened here. Something must have happened to a huge gap down. But these gaps, they tend to be filled over time. And this is a stock we feature frequently in our newsletters, very bullish. So this could have been a great opportunity to enter into this bullish uptrend after this big gap down, because here the anticipation could be that, hey, this gap is going to be filled. Absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Do we have time for a couple more?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. So we have one now from William again. I can't tell, William, if this is IPLA or LPLA. Let me just take a look. Yes, LPL Financial Holdings, LPLA.
This one. Yeah. Okay. So
short-term trades, so maybe a little bit shorter term than the swing. Sorry.
Shorter term. But just by looking at the long-term outlook here, look at what we see here. We actually broke above resistance 65 trading days ago. 64 trading days ago. You can see it here. Right after our trend changed from being temporary bearish to bullish, and what a nice follow through it was. It is overextended here, but let's look at it from a shorter term perspective, maybe very short here on the 5-minute time frame, LPLA. All right, let's see what we see here on our levels. All right. Come on. Yeah. So a bearish trend has just recently been replaced by a bullish trend. We are kind of in the middle between support and resistance. And to me, as a trader, I like to trade not when money price is in the middle of these zones. I like to trade when it's at these zones, because this will give you your best reward to risk ratio. I have a couple of examples of this. So look at, for example, at gold here. So here I would just stay on the sidelines. So if we got up to this level here, potentially a short-term trade, but ideally seeing that this stock is very bullish. If we see a pullback, this is the longer term, if we see a pullback towards this support level here, this could be a great long opportunity to enter into this overarching long trend. And why do I like to trade next to these levels? Let me give you some examples real quick before we look at some other requests. Let's look at gold, MGC, something I just looked at today. Look at what happened here, up here. See this? Price went up. This is this morning. Well, actually a couple of hours ago at around 12 o'clock Eastern. We went up to this resistance level with liquidity capture, and then boom, the bounce down. It doesn't always work like this. This was a beautiful move, but I would take this trade any time of the day. You know why? Because it is a super high reward to low risk trade. My stop would just be above here, a couple of points away. If I'm wrong, I'll maybe lose $50 per contract, maybe less. If I'm right, I'm in for a big gain. This, to me, is a great trade. We are near a zone. Yeah, we're anticipating, hey, it's going to be a bounce, especially since we have a liquidity capture event as well. A very tight stop loss and potentially a large profit target. High reward on risk and high probability.
Daniel, we actually have that trade taken today in our Discord, that exact
Oh, we
one.
did?
But on silver, if you go to SIL,
yeah, I actually had that one too. Yeah,
it's if the liquidity IQ is on the right time frame, 15 or 30, then yeah, same setup.
Yeah, it was the same setup actually here. I saw this one too earlier. This was a bit earlier. So, you know, not every trade works out of a bounce. So sometimes these zones are broken. See here, this was resistance back then. It broke here at 9 o'clock, 9:10 this morning, Eastern. We initially went up. So, and resistance is broken. Remember what I said? When resistance breaks, it becomes support. Look what happened. We initially go up. Price corrects itself. That's a classic market fake out. It happens all the time on the smaller time frames. Up, down, and where did it go to? Exactly to this broken resistance level, now acting as support, and then the move really took off. So yeah, trading near these levels can be super beneficial. And you know, if you're a conservative trader, you would wait. Hey, are we actually going to bounce off this level, or is it going to be a break above? If it's a bounce, if there's signs of a bounce, I go short. If there's signs of a break, I would go long. You can play both ways in that way, but you need to be near an important key level.
Perfect. Okay. And Daniel, since you're already on the 5-minute, we had a request to take a look at a 5-minute oil chart.
Yeah.
CL. Yeah.
Let's do this. All right. So oil. And of course, today we had the CPI numbers. So yeah, so remember guys, when we are near a level, this was support here, this line here, you can either bet it's going to bounce or it's going to break the level. But there's one decision maker which you can consult in addition to all this. See this bearish flag here of our MA rush indicator? This one, it's bearish. So price is bearish. We are nearing a support level. So support could mean, hey, we're going to bounce off support to the long direction. But that's kind of a contradiction to this bearish flag here. This was bullish, it's a different story, but it was bearish. So it contradicts a long bounce. And what happens here, I would wait until, hey, are we going to break the level? Yes, we broke it, and then enter in the direction of the break for a great follow through. So this is a beautiful trade. And if you look very closely, let's go maybe to the 1-minute graph here. Just 1 second, where was this break? Maybe a bit too far back. But if you look very closely, bounce, retrace, back to the broken level, and then it really took off. This is such a classic pattern. We trade it all the time in our trading room. So yeah, thanks, Nicholas, for pointing this one out.
Pleasure. It was actually a request from Al Lefko.
Hi, Al.
So another one now, I think going back to swing trading on the dashboard is LUMN.
LUMN?
Yeah, like luminescent.
Lumen Technologies. In the communication services, you can see it right here. If you don't know what this stock does in particular, click on this little icon here. You can have a little description to see it right away. And we can see here, yes, no dividends are being paid. Earnings are coming out at the end of April, so we're clear there. But we're bullish for 130 trading days. Yeah, and we can see it here. We got bullish, but now we retraced back towards the support level. We're kind of in no man's land here, actually below the support level. So yeah, this is a stock which perhaps is a bit too erratic for my taste. Look at these big swings, and we had this huge downtrend prior to this. Oh boy, yeah. And by the way, guys, we have some traders who exclusively follow these flags here by our MA rush indicator. Look how bearish the stock was. Huge follow through, and then it became bullish. Huge follow through. So this is also another way that one could trade. Nicholas, before we go look at perhaps one or two more symbols real quick, guys, if you are intrigued of what you saw here, I'm just put this onto my chart real quick. Give me 1 second. I'd like to let you know how you can, take advantage of our tools, which we are using all the time in our trading room. Just give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, so hopefully this will work. Nope. Just trying to put my slide on. There we go. Okay, so for the scanner, which I've shown you, we offer a full free week trial. And Nicholas, please put this link into the chat if you can. Simply go to tradingindicators.com/view to try out our awesome scanner, which we use every single week to find interest, or every single day almost, to find interesting swing trading setups, which have all the things that we looked at, that high reward to risk, we're trading near a key level, and so forth. So that's for the scanner, tradingindicators.com/view. No contract, of course, no obligation, for a free trial. And if you're interested in our indicators, which we offer, for example, for TradingView, but also for other platforms, we currently do have a promotion going on where we give away the lifetime access for our liquidity IQ indicator, the one that draws these levels on the chart, and also our MA rush indicator for only $9.97. So that's a huge discount off the regular price, and you also get an invitation to our next live trading workshop where we live trade our real money account using these two indicators. You'll be invited to our weekly member sessions, our Discord channel, and some other goodies will be included as well. So tradingindicators.com/IQ to take advantage of this special. And before we look at the couple of symbols, if there was something we didn't cover, or you have questions, simply reach out to us via tradingindicators.com, our homepage. Go to the contact form, click on it, put your request there, go straight to my inbox. I'd be happy to answer any questions. So that was for that. Now let's go back to some more symbols.
And we just have a couple, or one or 2 minutes here remaining, Daniel.
Yeah. Okay.
So, okay. So one of the last symbols was ALSN. ALSN.
Okay. Allison Transmission Holdings, bullish for 561 trading days and a level 3 pullback. And by the way, guys, you can scan for all of these. So we track thousands of stocks, more than 5,000 stocks. So it makes it very easy to find stocks which are in interesting levels. So here, for example, a very bullish stock. We knew this right here. We could have scanned for this, but currently having a pullback. And if you're a trend trader, these are great scenarios because we just pulled back from this all-time high here. Yeah, we got a bit cheaper, and this could be an interesting opportunity to potentially enter long into this trade. Ideally, if we're also trading near the support level here, that would be the perfect scenario, which you can easily set up using the scanner here. And this would be the trifecta: long-term uptrend, pullback, and near support. Hey, everything comes together for a long entry.
Awesome.
All right. Any other symbol requests?
Yes, we do have one last one. DOCU. DocuSign.
Yeah, DocuSign. There we go. All right. Interesting one. So here, bullish for 192 trading days. You can see it here. It is bullish. But we are having a level 4 pullback, and we are near support. Who found this one? I couldn't have found a better one myself. Look how beautiful that is. Very bullish. We pulled back 4 levels down here. It's a level